So, y'all, you do know that it only takes one video, one video to go super crazy viral, engagement out the wazoo, people sharing it left and right, all the comments and the likes, all of that ooey gooey good stuff that we like. It only takes one video to do super crazy numbers and for you to get monetized. Now, let's acknowledge the fact that you may have to do 100 before you get to that one. That's a possibility. Actually, with YouTube, it's a high probability. And that's why a lot of people quit. But I think we're at the stage where we're not quitting. I think we're at the stage where we're going to see this thing through. Because when you think about it, you may be at the 40 video, 50 video, 150 video mark. But when you think about the fact that when you get to that one video where you're in your pocket, you're in your element, you're being your authentic self, you've disciplined yourself enough to show up continuously, regularly, so that the algorithm has now gotten to know you and is pushing your video out. It only takes that one. And when that happens, you'll look back at the 50, the 60, the 150 that you did, and you'll say it was worth it. Because there's a process to everything. And a lot of times we want to skip the process. We want to jump to the front of the line all the time. We want to jump to the front of the line, and if we can't get to the front of the line fast, we abort the mission. We abandon the mission. But we're not doing that this time. We're not doing that this time because we know what's at the end of the rainbow. We know that pot of gold is waiting for us. We know that if our goal is to get monetized, we know what that is going to look and feel like, because we've already imagined what that's going to look and feel like. We've already imagined the financial freedom. We've already imagined, motivating other people to do it. We've already imagined all of the good that we can do. It's basically just time for us to do what we say we're going to do. It's time for us to do what we said we were going to do, and it's time to answer the call on our lives. It's time to share our journeys. It's time to tell our stories authentically. It's time to take the limits off. It's time to take the limits off. We talk about all of the things that have been limiting, or that we feel have been limiting, when in fact, the entire time we've been limiting ourselves by limiting our imagination. Not imagining this far can cause such a travesty and such a delay. But we are reimagining life now. We are reimagining life at this age and at this stage. We are reimagining life. That's what's going to get us where we want to go. Reimagining our lives, retraining our brains. We're not going to go down the rabbit hole of neuroscience because we could. But when we retrain our brains to think differently, imagine differently, dream differently, walk and act differently, talk differently. And what I mean by differently is with conviction, with knowing for a fact that you're supposed to be in the room, with knowing for a fact that you're supposed to be sitting at the table, with knowing for a fact that you can do it. Like believing in yourself enough to get up every day at the time you need to get up in order to squeeze in a certain amount of productivity before you start your 9 to 5 or before you get the kids off to school. There are a lot of practical tools that have to be implemented. There's a process, like I said, and a lot of times we want to skip the process, but we can't. We can't. But what we cannot fool ourselves into thinking is that, and I know this started off as it only takes one video, but all of this ties in together, I promise. There's a process to becoming the people that we want to become and finally doing the things that we want to do in life. And when we reach that point of having followed the steps, followed that blueprint, done the inner work, that's when we begin to show up our true, authentic selves. So if this is something that you want, if this is something that you want to do, if having your one video viral moment is what you want, and not just having that one and that's it, but having that one that just quantum leaps you into the stratosphere so that you are now in a financial position to do some things. And let me just say this, for small creators, there's a way to monetize your videos before you're actually monetized through YouTube, because you can sell your courses, your classes, your books, your products. You can throw those links in there. You can do the Amazon affiliate stuff, all of the things. And you're probably saying, well, girl, are you doing it? Guess what? Guess who's working on that stuff this weekend? Because, again, this is not the season where we're leaving anything on the table. And, I did a video a few weeks ago about this being the winter arc, using this winter time to really get ready for that magnificent leap that's going to happen when the new year hits. Because we'll have the momentum. We will be in the pocket before the ball drops. So yeah, it only takes one video. Now, you may do 100 between now and January. I don't know, but just knowing that it only takes one is enough to continue to show up for yourself, whether it's daily, weekly, month, because you've got to set that yourself. A lot of times there are people on here telling you exactly what the algorithm is saying. No, the algorithm really, and we can get into this in another video, but you really control the algorithm by making sure you show up as your true, authentic self so that the people that you want to stick and stay, because that's the key. That's the key for that thing to blow. They want to stick and stay. And when they want to stick and stay, they will share your stuff out. They'll like it. They'll comment. They'll subscribe. They'll do all the things. They'll interact because they want to stick and stay. Showing up your true, authentic selves allows you to introduce yourself properly to your tribe. And that's what we're doing. We're introducing ourselves properly to our tribe because we want our tribe to stick and stay. And we want an opportunity to create our art. We want to, and that's a whole nother thing, because I've got a whole vlog channel that I would love for y'all to subscribe to. So make sure you subscribe to my vlog channel. Anyway. And see, that's another thing. I have a whole nother channel that I do other things on, and I would love for you to subscribe to that channel as well. Like, building your own personal ecosystem is possible. It's possible. It's possible to put it all together. And again, it only takes one video to put you in the game. Now, going back to my earlier caveat, is it possible that you're probably going to have to do 100 or more videos before that time? Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe not. On your first time out the gate, you may nail it and it just goes bananas out the gate. Maybe. But you don't know that if you don't get started, right? And we've got all of these various reasons why we don't get started. Perfectionism and need this kind of equipment, need that, need this, need the lighting, need the this, need, all of the things that we talk ourselves into thinking so that we can make an excuse for talking ourselves out of doing. We're not doing that anymore because, again, we're using this time to really hone in on our craft. This video right here, I don't know when it's going to blow, but I know at some point it will. I know at some point this video that I'm doing right now is going to blow. But I can't say, well, you know what? It's not going to blow tomorrow, so I'm going to wait until next week and do the video. No, I'm going to do the video now because I know that my one video viral moment and then thereafter just knocking them out the park, I know it's coming. I know it's coming, and we have to begin to not only speak that way, but act that way as well. We've got to begin to act. We've got to believe it and act that way as well. That's what we've got to do. And so I'm just excited to even share this with you. And here on this channel where we are reimagining life at any age and at any stage, think about it. Again, going back to neuroscience, retraining our brain. If we can retrain our brains to imagine again, to think the way we thought when we were kids. We were so adventurous back then. You know what I mean? But here's where it gets beautiful, and here's where it gets golden. For those creators out there that are in their 40s and their 50s or what have you, pairing that wisdom with that reclaimed adventurous spirit is going to knock it out of the park. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s, and you can pair that wisdom with being your authentic self and venturing out into doing something like YouTube, oh my goodness, it's going to change your life. It's going to change your life. I'm not even monetized yet, and it has changed my life. YouTube has absolutely changed my life, and it'll change yours too, if that's what you desire to do, because everybody doesn't desire to do that. There are people who desire to do other things, but when you go on and set that intention to win in that lane, begin showing up for yourself every single day authentically in that space, promoting yourself authentically and lovingly in that space, I'm just saying, get ready. Get ready. And then I want you to come back on here with me, and we are going to celebrate when this channel does exactly what I believe it's getting ready to do. And I want to celebrate with you guys when yours does the same. So that's my prayer for me. That's my prayer for you, if that is what you want. But in the meantime, join the fam. Listen, put some comments in the comment section. Let me know, what you guys are on. If what I said resonates with you, you can drop a heart, you can drop a rose, you can drop a tube of lipstick, just whatever your heart desires. And, just let me know that, hey, this is on the right track. This is what I have been, doing, planning, or whatever. Or if it looks totally different for you, I want to hear that too. I want to start a conversation on us truly living our authentic selves, our authentic lives, living our lives out loud, just giving it our all, and having the financial wherewithal and the financial windfall from it as well, you know? So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time. And I love you guys. It's your girl, Felicia. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Until the next video.